Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Detroit Tigers franchise mode here in MLB The Show 21. So, in the last episode, we lost against the Toronto Blue Jays in the ALCS, and unfortunately, we are going back into trying to get some big name players, or else we are going to be probably not making it much farther than the ALCS. Now, I did post something on the community tab because it's not that it matters too much to me, but basically our videos like this series hasn't been doing too well in terms of like getting views and stuff like that, like my NHL series has. So what I'm figuring, because of the I put a poll out if you guys wanted me to continue doing this franchise mode or going to 2 NHL series, and well, basically I had 42 votes. Only 14% of you guys say they continued the MLB series, while 86% to start another NHL 22 series alongside the Coyote series. So this is going to be the final offseason of the series. It's a tough decision for me to make because I do have fun with the series, but obviously I got to do what my basically what my audience wants, and yeah. So this is gonna be the last off season, and in the next season is basically the last one, and hopefully we can win a World Series. If we don't, then this series was kind of just me testing the waters a bit with a different sports game. But anyways, if you have been watching these, thank you a lot though, because I have had fun doing these. And yeah, let's just get into this final off season and hope that this team could win a World Series to end off the series. So, and I know I just said series a lot, but anyways, let's get into some exclusive free agent negotiations, because we do have some big guys that we need to get back, which are Luis Garcia, Charlie Selby, and well, Joe Green's probably going to be let go of, but Garcia is definitely the big one. Now, I think we are going to have to make some trades, which kind of sucks. If I could actually make a trade now, which I believe, yeah, I can. Okay, so we are probably going to be trading away Casey Mize because he's making a lot of money, and we do need to free up some cap space in order to sign somebody like Luis Garcia. Because as you can see right now, we do have like 24 million in budget, but I believe that's not enough for Garcia, and Garcia is the one that matters the most to get back. So we are going to make a trade and trade away one of our long-term pitchers in Casey Mize, which should be fine considering Charlie Selby could literally play as a starter, or we have McGrath in the system and James as well, if we even bring back James. So we are going to trade away. Let me click on Mize and suggest trade, and we'll look for some prospects back in exchange. See if we could find one that I find actually kind of interesting. I would prefer just one prospect, but a lot of these are just multiple prospects. But it doesn't really matter at this stage because none of these guys are going to play in the series, in the MLB at least. There's a potential starting pitcher prospect. It's 21. That's not bad, but he's got a low overall. I honestly really don't care which ones I accept. I just would rather send him probably to the other side of the league, because obviously we do not want to be placing Casey Mize, even though Casey Mize has been struggling the last year or so. You know what? We're gonna just send him to maybe not the White Sox, because the White Sox, I believe, are in our division. So not to the Rockies. We could send him to the Pirates, but I don't want to take back too much prospects. We'll just send him to who is in the NL. I don't even remember. We could send him to. Oh, these are the only teams interested. I might send him to Seattle. Yeah, we'll just send him to Seattle because why not? That will free up a lot of cap space. And now that Casey Mize has been dealt, which is sad to see him go because obviously he's been with us since the beginning, we are going to try and sign Luis Garcia to a big term contract since now we have the cap space to work with. So we will try and get him to accept that. Actually, I might give him a little bit more than that because I want him to accept. Let's give him that. That should get him to accept, I hope. Which will make us only have not a lot of money left. Charlie Selby wants a lot of money. What if I wanted 1 year? 14 million for 1 year. I might not be able to get Charlie Selby back as well. He's 31. He was pretty solid the last few seasons. But I think I'm going to have to let him go unless he wants to accept something cheap. But it depends on Garcia mainly. Joe Green's definitely not coming back because he's been dropping off a cliff. So let's go to our calendar, advance a day. Yeah, let's just advance a day. Or advance a few days, see if Garcia has accepted. He did. Okay. That is huge, I think. He accepted. Just got to make sure he did. Yes, he did. That is a massive contract. We have gotten Luis Garcia back for the remainder of the series, which is good. We only have $5 million in budget, which means these two guys are gone. Sucks that Selby goes, but I mean, we do have other pitchers in the system anyways. And then Joe Green is one that we were going to let go of anyways. Let's get back a first baseman coach because that's what we need pretty much. And then that will be pretty much that for this portion of the offseason. So, let's see. We probably would go with somebody like Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, we're probably going to go with Terry Bradshaw since he has no negatives. And give him a little bit more money. Hopefully accepts that. And let's send him to the first stage of free agency. No, don't stop. Okay, so now we need to select our 40-man roster, and this is going to be annoying. We might end up losing some good prospects, but I'm okay with that. I'm pretty much okay with losing any of those prospects, because most of them are seed potential. We should probably sign Colby Wyatt, though. Yeah, we'll probably sign Colby Wyatt and put him on our 40-man. So Colby Wyatt, we'll add you to our 40-man roster. There was another player I wanted to add to our 40-man, which I believe was Sapasto, right? Yeah, Sapasto. So Sapasto, or whatever his name is, we're going to add him to our 40-man as well. And we do have Castro in the system. He's been good, but... And anybody else? I think I might just let the rest of these guys go. Even though Juan Ramirez is a good overall, he's 27 B potential. We haven't been able to use him anyways. And then we do have offer arbitration to Sammy Chavez, but Sammy Chavez is going to have to leave probably, even though he's been a good closer. Unless we can find a good way to free up more cap space. Because if we go offer arbitration, we can only offer him probably like a max of... Now we could offer more. But I don't have enough to pay him, I don't think. If I go to 3 years, I could get him probably. But I would have to see if he'd actually accept that. We're going to be in the negatives in terms of our deficit. But I don't think we're going to sign anybody in free agency anyways. Let's see if he'll accept. I can't afford this contract. Yeah, I figured. We're going to have to probably trade away somebody else if we want to free up cap space. But there's nobody I really want to trade away. Like, Diego Corona needs to be the main closer on this team. Like, if we look at contract situation-wise, Brandon Marsh might be the obvious choice to trade away. But he has been a crucial piece to this team since bringing him in. Yeah, I honestly think we have to let go of Chavez, which really sucks. But we do have Diego Corona still as a closer, so... Yeah, we're going to have to let Chavez walk as well. So this is definitely a really tough offseason. We do also have tendered contracts, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to sign all these guys back up, even with the amount of money we have. Yeah, we might be really screwed cap-wise. So it might be actually pretty good that we're going to end the series. We're going to not give those guys any contracts. Troy Hinton needs a contract for sure, though. Is Hinton on our 40-man roster? No, he is not. We need to add him to our 40-man. Give him a little bit more money. And then we will also... Jeremy Grubb wants good money. Oh, man. This is going to be a really bad year. I feel like we're not even going to do this good this final season. We're going to give Grubb $580K. Yeah, we're not even going to have a lot of budget to get a lot of these guys back unless I trade away somebody. I feel like I should have the AI auto do this. Yoder's gone, I guess. Sierra's only 24. Get him back. Colby Wyatt's 25. Get him back. See if I could afford all these guys, which I don't think I will be able to. Even some of these guys are good prospects of ours. The only way I could do this is if I trade away some people. But I need to add Hinton to our 40-man roster. Because Hinton is going to need to play sometime in the MLB. Because, yeah, he's pretty good. So we're going to add him to our 40-man as well. Tendered contracts. Go through all this still. Oh, this is not good this final season. I'm going to let a lot of these guys go that are down here in overall. Unless they have good potential and they're still pretty young. Cordova looks pretty solid, so we'll give him a contract. Lou Ramos doesn't look that great, to be honest. I'll let him walk. Benitez, give you a contract. Bermudez, we'll sign you. Miguel Cabrera, his contacting is phenomenal. Sign him up. Santana doesn't look that great. Yeah, we're pretty much screwed in terms of a lot of this stuff. I might have to let the AI decide who we bring back. Rivera's only 22, so we'll sign him. Santana's only 22, so we will sign him as well. Still sign Claudio Mora, even though he's not panning out really. And this guy's only 19, so we'll sign him. Flores. I think we'll probably just go into the negative signing most of these guys, but it's okay. Hopefully I can sign them all. Gerardo Samuels, I don't really need back. Bourbon. Phillips is only 22. Montaigne's is kind of old. Bishop is 20 years old. Junior Jones is only 20. Rodriguez is too old. Orang is too old. Zapasta, yeah, we'll give him back. Yeah, we're going to end up losing probably some pretty good prospects. Okay, so I think that's good. I might be able to get Juan Ramirez back for cheap, but yeah, I could get him back for cheap, but he's probably going to end up getting claimed in the Rule 5 draft unless I add him to our 40-man roster, which I can do. Yeah, I'm going to add Juan Ramirez to our 40-man. I mean, I could use Morales as another player in the MLB. But he's 27. They're both 27. Oh yeah, I have a full 40-man roster. Okay, that sucks. So let me just advance a few days. See if we get all those guys back. Would you like to stop sibling? Yes, please. Okay, let's see. Contracts. See if we got any of those guys back. A lot of these guys are still trying to hold out a little bit. I could probably end up getting some of these guys down here in the system, but I don't know if we have the budget to get a lot of these guys back. Yeah, I might have to end up trading with somebody else that's making big money in order to get a lot of those younger guys back. But I don't know who I want to get rid of if I was to. Brandon Marsh might be the obvious choice here, because Gary Hare needs to be moved back to the MLB. Yeah, we could play Rick Plummer there instead. Yeah, I think we got to trade away Brandon Marsh, which might end up making us not do that well this season, but I think we got to try and trade him away. That will free up more cap space. So let's make a trade again and get rid of Brandon Marsh, because we do have Rick Plummer, who deserves a better opportunity, and he's in his last year of his contract. So we are going to go suggest trade on Brandon Marsh. We'll just go prospects. Is there anyone that just wants to give me one prospect, please? Doesn't seem like it. We'll just take this one, I guess. Yeah, why not? Send him to the Phillies. Obviously, it sucks to trade away some good players, but we need to free up the cap space, because now we have a lot of budget to work with, and now we should be able to get most of these prospects back. Not that it matters, because we won't be able to see a lot of these guys play, but I would like to get mostly everybody back that's kind of young or has potential, just in case I continue playing this off after the series ends. But yeah, hopefully we could do pretty good still in our last season, even though we just traded away Marsh, because Brandon Marsh was a pretty huge piece of our team. Now maybe I won't withdraw on that. Let's re-sign your Royho. Sign anybody that's youngish, because some of these guys might end up making it someday. You never know. But if I end up winning a World Series after this series ends on YouTube, I'll probably end up showing it on you guys on the community tab or something like that for those that are interested. Meringue. Rodriguez is old, so we don't need him back. Yoder will sign you back up. Boom. And I would like to try and get James back as well. Yeah, let's give him a 1-year deal at 1.8. Since we could afford it now. Let's send him to the next stage of free agency. And skip through all that. We actually could afford Chavez now, I think. Yeah, we could afford Chavez now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could afford Chavez now too, which is really big for our team to get Chavez back. Yeah, we'll get him for a 2-year deal. And since we could actually afford him now, because we traded away Brandon Marsh, that is huge for our bullpen because we need to be strong in terms of pitching. Let's go 8.5 for 2 years. And see if he accepts that. And then we're still waiting on these guys for contracts, which most of them should still accept soon. Send him to next version of free agency. Yeah, let's stop simulating again, just to see if we got anything good. I might have to offer him arbitration to get him to accept. Let's offer him arbitration. Let's offer him a 1-year deal at like $4 million. 5.3. Since we have the money, I just need to get Chavez back for 1 year at least. Which might be a bit of an overpayment, but that's okay. We're still waiting on some guys. But most of them have offers on the table. Some of them don't. Okay, that's good. Let's continue to simulate to the next free agency. Skip through that. And I think... yeah, I think that's good. Tendered contracts. Only have a couple guys still holding up, but that's okay. They should accept somewhat soon. Let's go to our next free agency stage. The AI automatically signed us Cameron Meisner. I hate... What the heck is this? Why does the AI automatically do that for us? Do we even have the cap space to sign somebody like him? What the heck did the AI automatically do that? Yo, that's such a dumb thing. I don't want Cameron Meisner on my team. Oh, well, he's a good player, but man, that puts us over the budget. So I might have to trade away somebody again. Or maybe do I keep Meisner? I guess I must have some sort of AI thing so it auto signs free agents for me, but that's kind of annoying. I free up cap space and then they trade away, or they sign somebody I don't want, or I didn't want. I mean, he's a good player, but that is really annoying because now we're going to be probably not be able to get Chavez back, I would assume, but not too sure. I'll just skip through these, A lot of notifications. Yeah, let's stop simulating. See if we got the stuff done with. Yeah, we can't sign any free agents unless we free up some salary because the AI decided to sign players. Well, those guys could all leave, I guess. Why did you just sign Santana? He's designated for assignment. What the heck? I don't know what the AI is doing right now. This is really annoying, but okay. I don't think we're going to be able to get Chavez back, but at least AI signed as a good player. Okay, so let's send him to winter meetings. Since we're getting really close to the Rule 5 draft. Okay, so let's get into the Rule 5 draft, which should be within the next week, I believe. Yep, here we go. Let's go to the draft. Not that we have, I don't think, any picks anyways, and we can't get anyone. So we could get somebody at 28 if we want to, but we don't have the cap space even. So we are not going to claim anybody. Did we lose anybody so far in the Rule 5 draft or no? No, we did not. Okay, that's good. And let's skip selection, and yep, that's good because we're not claiming anybody. But yeah, hopefully our last season's a good one. Especially after that AI signing. That's good. Let's sim to arbitration hearings. I don't even know if we could sign no Chavez still since we qualified him. Or what. Sim to renewable contracts. And yeah, these guys are still unable to get signed. Which kind of sucks. But has to happen, I guess. Most of these guys wouldn't even been in the lineup anyways. So let's sim to spring training. No, let's not stop. Did they sign Chavez then because of the contract situation or what? I don't think so. Because I don't think we could afford somebody like him. Let's take a look at our roster, see if we got Chavez back. Yes, we did. Okay. So we got him back for 1 year, which is good with me. Perfect. Okay, so our roster is pretty much set on that part. Let me just make sure everybody's in the right areas. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter because we got spring training in next episode and stuff like that. But currently, we have we're the third-ranked team, first in contact, sixth in power, 8th in pitching, 15th in defense, and 13th in speed, which is pretty similar to last year, if I'm not mistaken. But let me see our rosters. So we got, yeah, probably we're gonna run with McElroy, Jordan, Tucker, James, and McGrath. So a little bit weaker in terms of our starters. Still got some solid relievers, good closers. Bonner's dropping off, so that's not great. We do have good catchers, though. First baseman, it's not too bad. We could have traded away Conrad Colvin, actually, because he's making 10.6 mil still. But yeah, our team looks like they should be pretty solid still for next year. Or for this offseason, or not offseason, this year. They signed us Matt Vierling for some reason as well. As a depth left fielder. I don't know why they brought in Meisner for us. But at least this guy's a really good batter off last season. But he is 35 years old. Interesting. So that is that. Let me take a look at the top prospects going into our final season. Troy Hinton is the number 6 prospect. We should probably play him this year. That's what I wanted to do, but the AI said no. Wyatt is also up there still. Dominic Flores is still up there. And that is that. Interesting. I kind of want Hinton to play in the MLB, though. But I don't have any way I can unless I send out Vierling. And we somehow make room on the right side, but I mean, Kiki will probably go back down. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Detroit Tigers franchise mode. So in next episode, we will take it to the start of the season. We'll also have our final draft of the series. And yeah, hopefully this team could perform pretty good in this last season. So let me know what you guys think down below. And I'll see you guys next time.